We're out here bear hunting in northwest Alberta with Tim Sanford at Old Smokes Outdoor Adventures.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Ace Outfitting, small town, big adventures. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Trail Runners Canine Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms.
After seeing all the trail camera pictures that Tim had sent me, I was pretty excited to get into the stand on day one. Unfortunately, my flight into Grand Prairie was delayed, and I ended up getting into camp quite late, missing my first hunt. Thankfully, I woke up to the smell of some Old Smokes coffee brewing the next morning.
Oh, baby. That's a good one. So what's the plan for today?
I think first thing we do is go make sure your bow's sighted in since it came on the plane.
Good plan. So it's the first time I've taken my bow on a plane to go anywhere on a hunt, and got a new hard case from North Pro Sports, and we'll just check to make sure that everything's still on key, especially after that 17-foot drop that my bow took last week. But everything was still on then. We'll just check to make sure it's still on now. On the money. All right, it's a beautiful morning here in northwest Alberta. We are topping up the baits with Tim Sanford at Old Smokes Outdoor Adventures.
You never know what you're going to see out here.
All right, so what's going on with this bait, Tim?
It's pretty active. We get some big boars coming in chasing the sows. So it's not as many color phase here, but it's a good bait. I'm going to put some meat scraps into the cage here just to get that stink going for rotten smell, and it brings in the big boars. Now be careful, plug your nose.
We've got one bait done already, the bait that we're going to be sitting in, and we're going to hit up a couple more, but we'll get some bait in there. We've got the camera set up, let us know what's going on in there, and we'll hope for the best. Looking forward to our first sit. So we just finished baiting site number 2. Great option. There's a couple bears that have already been taken here this year, and the bait's still getting hit. There's some good bears coming in. Ground blind setup, so we're a little bit more up close and personal with the bears, but a good plan B, good option B if the tree stand doesn't work out for us.
My favorite bear cub comes in a little brown one. I call it gremlin, because it looks like a gremlin sometimes.
I don't have a honey curler today, but I do have a chocolate muffin. And see if that's what they decided to come for. Bait set. Tim's gonna put some special sauce out. I'm gonna get my butt up on the stand, and we're right on time. So this is a new Bushnell broadhead rangefinder. Awesome because it's got the active sync. So what that means is all the different lighting, it'll actually change the color of the optics inside, so you can see it at all different kinds of light. And all the same features for water protection, everything that Bushnell offers. Most accurate rangefinder on the market. But sitting in the stand, we had a sow, we had a couple of cubs come in. There was one kind of unique moment. We ended up dropping a water bottle from the tree stand. So the sow, the mom, she came over to investigate, and she made darn sure that we knew that she was in charge. So she had a little bluff going. It was a fairly aggressive bluff that got us both pretty excited. She went back to feeding and looking after the cubs, and then eventually back off into the bushes again. Lots of entertainment by the bears, just not the one that we were after. But tomorrow we'll do it all over again and hopefully get a chance to see the one that we're after. All right, we're on day 3. All the baits are getting hit really good. Lots of bears on each of them. We're seeing lots of bears each day. We could go and take probably any bear at any one of these stands. There's one particular one that we're waiting for, so do our best to make that happen today.
All right, we are on our last night here at Wool Smokes Outdoor Adventures. So today we've even got some Old Smokes coffee sitting out for the bears. And maybe that's a secret recipe, but we're gonna climb into the stand and hope for the best tonight.
There was one particular bear that we were after. It's a beautiful red colored boar. It looks like it's come in a few times since the last group of hunters were here.
You sitting there for? What are you sitting there for? You want me to come down?
You could hear them snapping their jaws in the bushes. Every time we could hear that, my heart rate got up and I got ready. I got the bow ready. I was thinking, okay, Big Red's gonna come in. And no, it was a boar this time. And then he'd take off. And we hear the jaws snapping and, kind of the ruckus in the bushes. And I'm thinking, okay, the Big Red's gonna come in. And then it's a sow and the cubs.
Alright, on my last morning, Smokes Outdoor Adventures, Northwest Alberta. And plan wasn't to hunt this morning. Plan was to be tagged out by now. Sleep in this morning. And head home. Got a little bit of window of time. And Tim showed us some trail camera pictures of bears here in the morning, which we didn't expect yesterday morning. So, our last shot at an Alberta bear. See if we can find it.
Now, it rained overnight and I managed to pick up some mud on my boots on the way to the stand. This bear was so hesitant to come in. When I readjusted to get ready for a shot, I knocked some of the mud off my boots. It hit the ground and the bear walked away. I thought that was it. Game over. I ruined it. Time to go home. The bear sat at the top of the hill for a bit, and when he decided to make his way back down to the bait, my heart rate went through the roof. I had to calm myself down, get ready for the shot all over again, and watch this.
Never shot a bear like that before. He stood up and gave me his chest. Hit him, I think, right in the perfect spot. He heard me draw, he stood up, and I just drove him right in the chest. There we go, we hope that works. He was so hesitant to come in. Look at what was out. Saw the arrow drive right into him. I'm not supposed to swear. I can only hope that that worked. I've never shot a bear like that before. It just felt right. It just felt like that was the spot. Never off to the right and up. And I haven't heard him crash any further. He's down right there. We're gonna leave him. I just sent an arrow. They're gorgeous. Color phase black. And north. West. And Little Smokes Outdoor Adventure. And instant interest out from like nothing, seeing him to shake, shock, to like uncontrolled. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes now. Maybe a little better than that. Since I took the shot, looked at the footage. The arrow was definitely sunk in the chest. But not a pass through, it was stuck there. I heard the crash. It's called Tim, and he actually is on his way here now.
Morning, guys.
How's it going, Pepper?
Morning. I didn't want you sleeping in too much.
No, that was a great alarm. Do you want to go recover a bear and then? How was that? How was up?
I hope that's the case. On an hour and 20 now.
Oh well.
So we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah. And I got another guy coming in right now. Mountain Man.
Get out here.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What is this? Oh my God.
Where'd you shoot him at? Where do I track him at?
I'm
Going
Greg.
up, Randy.
Sorry?
Randy.
Randy,
My
nice
brother.
to meet you.
Awesome.
Nice to meet
You betcha.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. That's awesome.
It's also his COVID mask.
Yeah, my COVID mask as well, so when they get in my face, I just go over here, they're uncovered.
So where did I shoot him? Where did he go? Where do we track him? I was up there.
Yep.
He was standing right where Bushnell was at. Kind of that skinny spruce.
Okay.
He ran this way, up the hill, and we heard the crash there.
Okay.
Probably
How long ago?
hour and a half, hour and 20.
Where'd you hit him?
Looking at me on the left side, on his right side, just slightly
Were you
off
long
center.
shot him?
I think so. Yeah.
He ran. My bearings was from where I heard him crash was from the stand here and there, but he ran to the right. He ran through here and then cut up.
Okay. You see where his claws got into the moss?
I don't remember hearing them walking through the water.
Oh, you can see where he came through here in the run, where he roughed up the dirt.
And you don't hear them walking in the water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a trial and error.
Well, this is not what we expected to see when we came in here. This is a muskeg. Take one step, you're down. Next step, you're up. Water, right next to impossible to find blood. Trying to just look for disturbed ground. And you get twisted like super fast. Lose your bearings in here as far as direction. Feeling a little bit gross.
The bait's got to be 200 yards that way, is what I would imagine.
You think start boxing?
That's what I think. Start at the very start. Just find something.
Oh, he's right here.
We got him.
Right on, man. Congratulations. Stone cold out, man. Just walked right by him, eh?
Oh my gosh.
That is a beautiful bear. Good job, Greg. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tim.
Oh my gosh. Good choice not to sleep in this morning. My flight was delayed. I didn't get in. I missed the first day of the hunt. On my first day, he was no-show. Second day, he was no-show. We sat again, and there was crickets last night. We got back and talked about the night, and Tim looked at his phone. He said, "Oh, the bear was there." Tim said, "Oh, look, here's a picture of him at 9 o'clock in the morning." So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're talking about this, trying to figure out if we should wake up in a few hours. It's incredible. When he came in, he stood up. I never dreamt of taking a shot like that. I've never practiced it. I just knew it was almost like he stood up and said, because I didn't. He came in and he was quartering to me. I didn't have a shot, but I drew. He turned his head away from me. I drew back. He heard the draw because it was so quiet in the bushes. He turned, he stood up, and he was like, here's my chest, and my fingers went to my trigger release, on the release, like right away, and it was just sink it in him. Wow.
Thanks so much, Tim.
You're welcome, sir.
You better get in here and see this bear. Oh my gosh. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous color of him. I called him red. Some people call him cinnamon. We call him chocolate. He's just such a unique color. Look at this. Nice, beautiful noggin. Look at that bear.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
You got your dream bear.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. What an amazing experience.
Yeah, we still gotta make your flight.
Oh, awesome stuff. We got Brody Teal in the background with the rifle. We're going way deep in the bush, and he says, I think we should go back and start from the start and come out. And on our way back to the start, I just spotted him. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Ace Outfitting, small town, big adventures. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB's Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Trail Runners Canine Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms.